I remember when people used to ask me what I was passionate about. I would stand there paralyzed, unsure how to answer that question. I didn't know what I was passionate about and wondered why not. It's as though I had to dig real deep to try and find an answer to their question. It wasn't until years later when it finally hit me. The moment I was outside foraging wild berries from a bush, losing track of time, and not caring or even noticing that it had started to rain. I felt alive, lit up from the inside out as though a surge of electricity had shot through my entire body, being out there among the trees, the earth, the birds, and the animals that surrounded me. I felt like I was part of them, and suddenly it all made sense to me. My passion, my purpose, and what I was placed on this planet to do. My love for the natural world wasn't always this way. As a city girl, I didn't realize the deeper connection that I would later experience, the burning desire to be outside, and how good it would feel to simply feel the warmth of the sun on my skin and hear the symphony of crickets and frogs as I walked past the creek. I didn't realize the strong connection I'd feel to the plants in my garden, or the conversation I'd later have with the trees, or the mystical experiences with wildlife. My heart had finally found its home, and passion began to take on a whole new meaning. The temperatures have dropped. The nights are much cooler and are getting longer, and the leaves are changing color and beginning to fall. It's days like this that make me want to curl up next to a fire with a hot tea, a blanket, and thick wool socks. Late last year, we purchased a new canopy tent and wood-burning stove from Stout Tents, so we knew this would be the perfect time to try them out.
Strange, came by night. Bound away, out of sight. To the path through the fields, pulled away. What was real? What was real? nailed me to the floor. The hit was such a muted blow. So hard, move so slow. Planted there for a song. Dirt, tall and strong. Tall and strong. Chop him down, wrap him up in a silver shroud. Strange coming back around. Separate place, all among the twisted space of the muted noises. You'll hear the echo of voices, sounds that crack the wall. I'm not from overjoyed. Not from overjoyed. blood was real.
I've been preparing the garden for the colder weather ahead, clearing my beds, harvesting the last of my plants, and adding more nutrients to the soil. One of the things I love to do with the plants that have lived their full cycle is to cut, chip, and drop. It's the easiest way to add nutrients back to your soil. Over time, the plant matter will start to decompose and turn into food for the worms in soil. fuel that it will be able to store and use once spring comes. I also love to use the fallen leaves from my trees as organic plant food for my garden beds, and the leaves act as a mulch, protecting the soil through winter. We've had some very chilly mornings and signs that frost is coming, so I wanted to get my fall plantings into the ground as quickly as possible. Since we moved here 2 years ago, I have been wanting to expand my cottage flower and herb garden next to the house. I purchased seeds and spring flower bulbs and got right to work. I even planted some evening primrose seeds that a fan of the show graciously sent me. It's hard for me to visualize what they will all look like come spring, once everything blooms and is in full form and color. But it will give me something to look forward to next year. There is never a dull moment on our little farm. There is always something to do, or an animal that needs attention, or simply wants a scratch or some love. I never thought this would be the life I'd be living now, but here I am, living one that can feel so challenging at times, but never fails to show me again and again the beauty of this world and the heart and soul that every living creature and being has on this planet. We are not the only ones who deeply feel and experience emotion, but every plant, tree, and animal does too. We are all in this together, experiencing this world together, as intelligent, sentient beings, full of light, full of wonder, and full of love.